So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, the Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls he can get into deep positions.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
So it's down to business here. Neymar. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
The Normal. Llorente. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Raul. That has been knocked clear. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Barrios. Javi Galan. And Pablo Barrios. The Normal. Can he latch on to this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. De Paul with the short one. Showing good feet. De Paul, no way through, so back it comes. Cleared away. Alvarez! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Davids attempts a clearance. A real chance if he can get through. And now a sudden chance to counter. He could be in here. That has been cut short. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ribery is there to clear. Davids. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Surlot. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Surlot. Makalele does really well to win the ball there. Llorente wins the duel this time. In it comes. Oh, what a climb! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Assegnato al 21esimo minuto, numero 9.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nuno Mendes.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. AC Milan could counter here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Surlot. Surlot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Longley. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Engages and forces him off the ball. Llorente plays a sharp little ball here. Good spot, he's seen the run. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. The normal.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
For De Paul. Longley. De Paul. Barrios. De Paul. And Pablo Barrios. Surlot.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Makalele. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Ribery. And back out it comes. Oh, what has happened here? He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Surlot.
Il quarto uomo indica
Llorente.
2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Raul. And he's away. And he's there to belt it away. And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
De Paul and Lenormand. Langlais. And Lenormand. Langlais. Javi Galan. For De Paul. Nice control.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Barrios. Milan still this single goal behind. Pass somewhat off target. He's been picked out. He might be in here. And it's Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
Raul. Langlais gets it away.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De Paul. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Ribery. Lovely bit of skill. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Ribery. Gallagher. Galan. Galan, who's on a run down the left wing. He's played him through. Bayer catches it safely. Here's Felt. He's had a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Gallagher. Longley. Into the last quarter of an hour. Surlot. Here's Llorente. De Paul. It's a good spell of possession, this. Alvarez! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know. Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Longley. Kim Min-jae. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. That has been knocked clear.
Cambio di giocatore.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And now they can spring out of defence. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
It's Figo!
Milan have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, great! There's the shot! They've scored! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Al 90° minuto, numero 14.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great at it.
And that's that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Figo. Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while you hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in. But essentially, this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
So we're up and running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Budimir. Out to the right. Aldair clears it away. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Davids. There's a searching pass. He's found a way through. In by Del Piero. Climbs up big! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Milan gain their reward with an early goal. Looking for the run. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Davids. And Ambrosini. Oh, a delicate chip through. Del Piero has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Forwards and with intent. Now that's well seen too. Pamplona deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, he really should. Now it's Torres. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zaragoza. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they can counter here. That's good running with the ball. Ribery. No, he's seen through all of that. Ribery was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Budimir. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Ambrosini. Aldair. And it's Figo. It's Ribery. Always onto this. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Neymar. 5 minutes till the break. That is good alertness. Ambrosini, Neymar. That is a great pick out. Now it's Torres. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Del Piero. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That should get the job done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Ribéry. Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has a go!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zaragoza plays a delicate ball. And the ball is out of play. Defending of the desperate variety. Good pressure, determined, intense. He is through here. It's a mighty effort. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Milan with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Schlotterbeck. And it's Del Piero. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Zaragoza. Tries a shot! Tries to get it clear. Pamplona choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
El dorsal 17 será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
Very nicely done. Cleared without hesitation. Ribéry. Del Piero. Davids. Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception. Schlotterbeck. That's really well manoeuvred. And he was quick to react. Zaragoza. Oh, what a climb! Good delivery, but no joy.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Zaragoza. Moved on forwards. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking to set free a runner. Figo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. 75 minutes played. Figo. And it's Neymar. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 19 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16, el dorsal 23.
And it's Ribery. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Ribery. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That looks a cracking ball. He's had a shot! And more, and more, and more! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
El dorsal 13.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Milan are almost home and dry now. Now it's Moy Gomez. Terrific header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That looks a good ball through. Ribery gets it clear. Neymar, Figo.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
And it's Del Piero. Gets his pass away. Can he finish? He's kept it out just. He gets big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
No, again there's no way through. So that's it, it is all over. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Del Piero voted man of the match and deservedly so. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beck. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
It's not often, Peter, that we focus on goalkeepers like this, but in this case, it's entirely justifiable when you have one of the most decorated keepers in history.
And Julio Cesar is certainly one of those most decorated, and indeed one of the safest pairs of hands around in football.
Yeah, treble winner, voted Europe's best goalkeeper, and countless titles. I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
So we're up and running. Fernando Torres. Torres! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Fernando Torres could move up a gear here. Mbappe. Big chance! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
So, a breakthrough already. Fermin. Eric Garcia. And here's Yamal. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Lovely feet. And they can counter here. Figo. Spread it left. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Cleared without complication. And he's there to retrieve it. Valde. Oh, sweet feet. Gavi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Makaleli. Played out towards the right wing. Figo. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Fermin. Valde. Rafinha. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Eric Garcia. And Tsubasa. Out to the right. Yamal. Gavi. And that's been drilled in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Ribery. Fermin. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's hoisted clear. Gavi proves too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Balde, Rafinha. Ribery. Aim forwards. It's out for a goal kick.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Messi. Ribery. Ribery crosses it in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Crossed it again. Up for a header! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Messi simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Tsubasa. And Fermin. Balde. Rafinha. It's Gavi. Fermin. And Balde. Now it's Rafinha.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Not the most accurate pass. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And the action is back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Fermin. Yamal. Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's cut it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Messi. Oh, super find. And Torres! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fermin. Yamal. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That's good play. Gavi. Oh, what a climb!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Torres. That's a fabulous ball. Gavi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Lewandowski. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Tsubasa. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Valde. And here's Rafinha. He's been picked out. Gavi! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Seedorf. And it's Figo. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! It's a goal kick. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Yamal. Yamal running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Ribery. Looks to clip it forward. And that was very necessary. So there's going to be another change here. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Looking for the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. Figo. Gavi. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dani Olmo. Figo. Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. That's Figo. And it's Seedorf. Gavi. Now that looks a decent ball.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. No, that's been intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great ball if he can get there. That's a shade optimistic. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. We are into overtime. Pedri. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. So that's got things underway. Garcia. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Vinicius Junior really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And it's Figo. And here's Stoichkov. And that is going out for a goal kick. Valverde. Garcia. Vinicius Junior. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Shevchenko opts for safety. Plays a delicate ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Vinicius Junior. That is good strength. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's been taken short. Valverde. Woola! And the ball is out of play. Goulet. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Fran Garcia. Now Howson. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Del Piero. Figo. Figo! Danger averted for now.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Bellingham. Valverde. Valverde. And Alexander-Arnold. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Stoichkov absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, looks a smashing ball. Hits one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Figo. He rises! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Del Piero. Now it's Shevchenko. Del Piero's a mighty effort! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. Valverde. Garcia. It's Bellingham. 5 minutes till the break. Passes short and sharp, and he's been shifted off it. Cucurella. Davids. That's Figo. Ribery. No, he's not getting past him there. Garcia. Great ball if he can get there. Ribery. It's a pretty loose pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. The midway point of the game.
Milan really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the action is back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Del Piero. And it's Figo. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vinicius Junior. Davids. Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. He's in plenty of space here. Ribery. And he's taking no chances there. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. Garcia. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids. And it's Ribery. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Makaleli. No luck with that dink over the top. Fran Garcia. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 71.600.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Figo. Makaleli. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Rudiger. Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Howson. And Güler. Alexander-Arnold. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Shevchenko. Ribéry. Engages and forces him off the ball. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Valverde. Bellingham. Valverde. Bellingham, and he's onside. Turns and goes back, and it's lofted through here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 30.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
Güler.
11, el dorsal 9,
And it's Rudiger.
el dorsal 6.
And Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And it's Rudiger. Mbappe.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Güler. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Not pretty, but there's the hit! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Decent hit! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Cambio de jugadores.
So there's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Del Piero. Rudiger. Now Howson. Güler. Now it's Rodrigo. Floated through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Milan finding their passes.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
El ganador de la camiseta oficial del equipo que sorteamos hoy será quien tenga el número de entrada que...